The stalker that lives with you inside your computer 24/7. Revenge on the web.
In 20 minutes, someone can destroy you.
Tell me the future you see there.
Another one of our picks for tonight. Catchy little love song by Justin Steer, trying to get his foot in the door, his voice on the net. And in just a month on YouTube, with nothing but a single light and a guitar, he has grown to 500,000 hits. That song, titled simply enough, I'm Falling in Love. But what if you're falling out of love? What if you want to get back at somebody who's done you wrong? Whether it's justified or purely for vengeance. These days, people don't just get even, they get revenge.
The internet has become a kind of people's court. If you don't like what somebody has said or done out here, you can punish them immediately in cyberspace. You can highlight what you regard as their wrongdoing and destroy their reputation without a day in court, without a cent in legal fees. So, if you park illegally, you might find yourself on courtier.org. If you catcall, you may make a surprising appearance on Hollerback NYC. They fight verbal harassment on the street. And heaven forbid, if you cheat on your lover, you could star in a YouTube video like this one, where a son says he caught his mother's boyfriend having an affair. Busted! And then there's Don'tDateHimGirl.com, a kind of gender revenge for the 21st century. Here, women post intimate details about men who they say are scoundrels and cheats. Kerry, a nurse, says she wanted to warn other women about her ex-boyfriend after she says she discovered some of the websites he'd been visiting.
16 dating sites and sex sites. Pictures, letters to about 20 different women to meet. What was so baffling was how I sat on the couch with him every night and he would pretend that we had this little life when he had this secret life.
And you had absolutely no idea?
None of that.
Kat, a former model, also posted an ex-boyfriend on the site. She says while her boyfriend was talking marriage with her, he was sharing a little bit too much with another woman.
He sent pictures of his lower extremities naked to this girl within like a week of meeting her online. And this was a very young girl. I think she was 19 at the time.
Hang on a sec. You're saying that he was sending pictures of his genitals?
Yes.
What some might call revenge, Kat and Kerry call a service to other women.
I really think it's sharing information. That's what almost all the posts say. Ladies, beware of this man because he will do something to you.
I'm just trying to warn other women that there are guys like this out there.
Both men deny the claims, which raises the question, what if they're not true? Is it fair that personal matters are suddenly made public on the web and can stay there forever? Tasha Cunningham, who founded the website, seems to think so. I've read some of the postings and they can be fairly brutal.
Well,
this man is a psychopath. This man should not be trusted as far as you can throw a pebble.
Yep.
But you don't verify what people post. So.
But we do have a lot of, we do have a couple measures in place, like for instance our terms of use. Before you sign up to become a member of Don'tDateHimGirl.com, you have to attest to the fact that what you are posting to the site is the truth. So those are the safeguards that we are able to put into place.
Come on.
That's how it is,
That's
Martin.
just somebody registering, but don't you think it would be important to check the facts, to verify them?
It would be impossible to do so. Just as MySpace, Facebook, no other social networking site is required to check out and verify that the manpower required to do that would be impossible.
So what can you do if the internet is overflowing with digital dirt about you? To clean up, you might call Michael Furtick, the reputation defender.
In 20 minutes, someone not that skilled a person can destroy you. And it can take 200 hours to repair your reputation.
For $10 a month, Furtick's company will monitor what's being said about you online. For $30 a pop, he'll contact individual websites and try to remove specific items. And for $10,000, Reputation Defender will provide a VIP service, creating new positive content that will bury negative results.
When someone is reading something about you online, they don't have to believe it beyond a reasonable doubt. They just have to believe it enough not to take a risk on you. They don't want to hire you. They don't want to date you because they read that you've got herpes. It puts a seed of doubt in their heads. If you get something down from the top of page 1 of Google, even to the bottom of page 1, or to the top of page 2, it's seismically different in its impact on your life.
How do you do it?
It's very hard. It's math.
Why didn't you tell me how?
Because I don't want to give away my trade secret. You should hire me, man.
I didn't hire him, but Furtick was willing to have a look at my own internet reputation.
So, I get you to come in, you start looking me up. What do you find?
Oh, this is rough. Oh my God. Well, Martin Bashir is a terrorist.
Let's have a look at that. And there you go. I'm being described as a terrorist.
And you are definitely not a terrorist, is that right?
Absolutely
Okay.
not a terrorist.
Okay.
Sue Chef also objected to what she was called online.
When I went out, I would never give my full name because I was just always petrified that people would go home and Google me.
Sue Chef was being terrorized by the internet after a series of vicious postings about her conduct and character.
There were some pretty nasty things written about you. For example, you were described as a fraud, a con artist, a crook.
I'm dangerous. I ruin families. I'm a con artist. Sue Chef kidnaps children. Yeah, and she abuses them.
It all started when she formed Pure, an organization to provide support for parents with troubled teenagers like her own daughter. But she says one parent became angry and decided to seek revenge, or evenge as it's known, via the internet.
I can't even describe to you this mountain of false accusations. And then it got dirty. It got down and dirty with sexual innuendos.
What was being suggested?
Oh, have you smelled Sue Chef's panties lately? How much would you pay me to get a pair of her panties for you? And I think one of the worst days was when someone posted my daughter had died. Can you even imagine what that felt like? Did you hear Sue Chef's daughter has died?
So someone's actually invented the idea that your own child is dead.
My own child was dead.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Sue Chef employed Michael Furtick and her web reputation improved. She also went to court suing one of her critics for defamation and won an unprecedented $11 million judgment.
It destroyed my reputation, but I fought back. Hopefully people will stop before they type. Stop and think before they type.
And stop and think before you're unfaithful.
What advice would you give to avoid being one of the subjects on your website?
I would say don't cheat, don't lie.
So what you're really saying is act morally.
Yes, I'm saying behave yourself in relationships.
And then you'll be okay.
Yes.